Hi, welcome to Math 87, Lesson 128. In this lesson, we are going to talk about solving literal equations and transforming formulas. A literal equation is an equation that contains letters instead of numbers. So if you see right here, this is a literal equation. X plus A equals B. Now we can rearrange or transform literal equations by using rules that we've already learned. Looking at this, if I asked you to solve for X, we would solve for X by getting X alone on one side of the equation. So we want X to be isolated by itself on one side of the equal sign. Now we do this by adding a negative A to both sides. And when we do that, we will find that X equals B minus A. So, solving for literal equations actually can be really fun. It's kind of like a puzzle. We've got another one. We have A multiplied by X equals B. Now again, we're going to solve for X. So again, we want to get X by itself or isolated on one side of the equation. So the way we do that is first by dividing both sides by A. So we divide both sides by A. These cross cancel out and we find that X equals B divided by A. Now, formulas are basically literal equations. Now, if we look at this formula, a lot of times in math, it's necessary to change the way a formula is written. So looking at this, if we solve for W, we see that we have A equals L multiplied by W, which is the formula for the area of a rectangle, which is area equals length multiplied by width. Now, we see that W is to the right of the equal sign. So we want to get that all by itself on the equal sign. We do this by by dividing both sides of the equal sign by L. These will cross cancel out, and we will see that when we simplify, we have A divided by L equals W. And you could rewrite that so it's W. You could switch the sides and have W equals A divided by L. But that's basically the way that we solve literal equations and transform formulas. In our lesson, right before your math set, there are 3 practice problems. I would like you to do those practice problems. I will put the answers in Canvas under the page in this module that says practice problems for set 128 for Math 87. I want you to do those practice problems and then go check your answers on that page to see if you got it right.